What's up, everybody? Welcome back to JR Sneaker Show. I am JR, and today I got something that I've been waiting all year for. So these sneakers actually just dropped this past weekend. I think it was last Saturday, and I was able to get my hands on a pair. I'll put a picture up here on the sneakers app. I was able to hit, got them. So been very selective. I know you haven't seen many videos, but I've been very selective on the sneakers that I have been getting, just because, I mean, everybody knows what time it is. Everybody knows what times are like, so you gotta be picky. That's just me. You know, if you got the money, hey, that's awesome, but good for you. I'm just being very selective this year on what I get. Plus, when you got so many sneakers, you know how it is. You gotta be careful what you add to the collection. Sometimes some stuff moves in, sometimes stuff moves out. So, you know what time it is. But enough about that. I'm just super excited to finally get my hands on a pair. You can see these came from Nike. I went ahead and cut my address off right there, but it says right there, Nike, on the box, from Nike to JR. So I'm actually really excited to get my hands on these. And look, my box did not come beat up. So you remember last time the box was all beat up with my pair. I don't know if you remember. Trying to think what that was. Was that for the UNC Jordan ones? Yeah, I think that's what it was. So anyway, I'm excited. This didn't come beat up, so thank you, UPS. Matter of fact, I'm glad to even get my pair. I mean, you heard about what happened lately with the Nike up in Memphis. You know, I think they said like 200,000 or 400,000, one of the two. I heard a couple different numbers. You know, they got hit, and that's crazy. You know, to think that, you know, they're out there losing that kind of money, kind of inventory. Man, so, you know, never wish that upon anybody, any kind of business. I know it's Nike. People say, you know, they got money, this and that. They're not going to hurt. They're not going to miss it. But, you know, that's a big hit right there. So this is crazy just to see stuff like that on the news still happening and stuff like that. So anyway, I'm not going to get into that, but just glad I got my pair, and these came. So let's go ahead and open it up and get right into it. So I'm gonna open up this box right here. Like I said, I'm just glad that these showed up in one piece. I'm glad they showed up at all. So you see right there, you already got a good idea about what these are. You got the gold and the black box right there. Go ahead and chunk this box right here. Look at that. Bling bling. Every time I come in your city, bling bling. So yeah, so I like that right there. That's awesome. Very cool. Very, very cool. And so you can see right there, these are the Jordan 1 Palominos. These are in the size 10.5 right there. And you can see the colorway is black, metallic gold, Palomino. Apparently Palomino's a horse, and it's a type of horse, and so these got their name off of that. So for all you legit checkers, these came straight from Nike. This is the box right here. You see it's got a little dent right there. Not too crazy. I've had worse. I want to say it was my, you know what it was, those black toe ones that showed up, the lows. The box was all beat up on those. I think that's the one it was. But right there you got the Nike. And then on the back, on the bottom right here, you got the Nike branding on the back, all in that metallic gold. So right there it says 1985 Air Jordan 1. So enough about the box. Well, and then you got your stamp right here on the bottom. They always do that stamp so sloppy, don't they? Right there. You got your stamp on the inside. So that's pretty much it. But yeah, I guess that stamp's not too bad on this one. So put that down. And it looks like on this one they gave us that that sticker right there, that MDY or YDM sticker, whatever that sticker says. Right there, that mold sticker. So that's cool that these got the mold protection right there from Nike. That's what that sticker is right there. That sticker is it's a brand they work with to protect the sneakers That way they don't show up with mold. So anytime you got that sticker in there, that's always a good sign that your sneakers aren't going to show up all moldy. I know there's been some pairs moldy, lost and founds, other kinds of pairs, breads in the back in the day. So and then you got your regular paper right there, nothing too fancy. It's just got the little lines on there. But I know you didn't come here to see a box or paper, so let's get right into the sneaker. Wow, these are nice. These are nice. First impressions, very nice. They did the OG color blocking, like the bred blocking, or even the shadows. So, wow, these are nice. So first of all, let me hit you with that shoe ya right there. So these are the Air Jordan 1 Palominos. Air Jordan 1 Palominos. Right there. So let me just do a 360 right there. So it looks like on the toe right here, you got like a real thick cut of leather. It almost feels like a suede or a nubuck. Really nice. You can see the swoosh. It's pretty big on these guys. This is almost like a high 85 swoosh that they're giving us. Pretty close. I don't know any high 85s, but I guarantee you this swoosh is bigger than a lot of my Jordan 1s in the past. And then you can see you got the black tongue right there with the, I'm assuming that that's the gold colorway that they're saying on here. It says Jordan 1. It says black metallic gold Palomino. So I'm assuming that Nike Air right there is the metallic gold that they're talking about. And you got your black laces right there. On the inside it says Nike Air right there. And then you got your brown bottoms, or your Palomino brown bottoms. These don't look like they come with extra laces. Let me double check the other pair, or the other sneaker. So here's the right sneaker. Yeah, I'm not seeing these. Like I said, these are men's 10.5. I'm not seeing the another pair of laces. So, and it just looks like they gave us paper on the inside for the toe. So I know recently here they stopped giving us the shoe trees. They've been just giving us that paper. So I don't know if that's just a way for them to save money. But that's what we've been seeing right there. So you can see right here, men's size 10.5. You got your Nike Air on the inside. So like I said, that swoosh definitely looks bigger on here. And the color blocking of this is like the bred color blocking, you know, where you got your brown right here, your Palomino, same color as the swoosh. I'm tripping out on that swoosh. That swoosh is big. And then you got your toe right here, and then the bottom. So this is what you call, what some sneakerheads would call a bred color blocking. And what I mean by is it follows the same pattern. So if you take a look at the breds right here, so these are my 2016 breds, I think. And you can see, you know, you got your red back. This one has the brown back. So look at that swoosh. Look at that swoosh right there. You can see that swoosh is, oh, and you can see, just so you know too, about Jordan 1s, over time, they'll sparkle like that. They'll get like the sparkly stuff. No one really knows what it is, but they sparkle. And so anyway, you can see that it's got that same color blocking right there. So, and then you got your toes brown, same thing like the bred. So you see right there. I will say that the heel on the right here looks to be a little higher. Let's see if we can actually compare that. It's about the same. It's just a deeper cut right here, so it's more pronounced right here on the bred, because it kind of drops down a little lower. And then right here you can see, let me see if I can line that up. Yeah, you can see it's just a deeper cut right here, just kind of drops, so you can see more of the heel right there. So anyway, but yeah, it's definitely more solid on this one. On this one, it's a little thinner, but it's more solid on the Palomino. But this is that color blocking I was talking about, so you can kind of get an idea. I have also the, it's not just the breds though. A lot of people say it's a bred color blocking, but when you think about it, it's also the royal color blocking. You know, it's just that color right there where it has the black panel right there, and it's got the swoosh. And this is my 2017 pair. You can see these are really sparkling right there. But look at that swoosh. That swoosh on the Palomino is much bigger than it is on the 2017 pair right there. So what I do like about you know, how Jordan does the color blocking is normally they'll make the color of the Nike Air on the tongue the same as, you know, whatever the color is. They chose not to do that with the Palomino, which I'm wondering, you know, why they just threw that gold on there. It would have been nice to see that brown right there. I think that would have completed it, me personally, because that's what they did on the breds right there. You can see same thing on the breds right here. They got the Nike Air branding in red right there, you know, because it's got the red on the sides right there, and that's how they did it for the breds. So it would have been nice, you know, if they would have followed the same suit with the Palominos. I don't know if they did it just to give it that pop, but I think that would have looked really good to do it in the brown. And just so you see, it's not just the breds that they do that color blocking with. This is the shadows. I think these are the 2018 shadows or something like that, 2017. I can't remember what year these came out. But let me see real quick. These shadows, 2017, so I want to say. So I think these came out the same year or close to when they did the Royals. But again, look at that swoosh. That swoosh is on these pairs right here is a lot smaller than this Palomino. So, and it's also different. I mean, this one's a leather swoosh on there. And then this one is it's a leather swoosh too, but it's more of like a suede nubuck swoosh right there. Really nice material. So like I said, I think this is one of the best Jordans that released all year. Another thing you'll notice too is that they did the swoosh a little differently. So they actually did the swoosh similar to they did like the Lost and Founds. So you remember Lost and Founds came out last year right around Christmas time, I want to say it was, or close to Thanksgiving. I can't remember exactly, but it was last year, 2022 I think it was. And so, or was it 2023? It was right around that time. But you see how they did that, the Jordan right there, it's like debossed instead of printed in, because normally what you'll see is they'll do like an imprint right there, the Air Jordan Wings logo. And on this one you can see, like on the Lost and Founds, it's called debossed or something like that instead of embossed. And so you can see it's actually stamped on there a little different. So very cool to see Jordan brand, you know, giving us some nice touches. It's always nice to see how they do different models, and every model has its own little uniqueness about it. But you can see again too that swoosh. So swoosh looks comparable to the Lost and Founds, a little bigger actually. So, well, I don't know, it's hard to tell. It does look a little bigger though, it's more pronounced, I guess. So these Lost and Founds are great, by the way. But I want to say these came out in 2022. I can't remember exactly. I'm looking at the date. Yeah, 2022. So Lost and Founds right there. But I like Jordan 1s. I always have. I haven't always liked Jordan 1s. Matter of fact, I take that back. But once I really got into Jordan 1s, Jordan 1 has been my favorite silhouette. I know a lot of people say Jordan 1s are not that comfortable, but you know what I like to do is I'll take my Jordan 1, and you'll see a lot of my Jordan 1s, the insoles are brand new, and that's because I take the insoles out of them and I'll actually put like a very comfortable Dr. Scholl insole or something like that. I also go up half a size. I'm normally a size 10, but I get them all in 10.5s, just because I like to put some crease protectors in there. Because I know a lot of people think that, you know, Jordan 1s look better creased and all that. You'll see a lot of my pairs aren't creased too bad. And that's because I just like the way it looks when it's like that. I don't like the way it looks when it's all creased up and beat up looking. You know, so I like to try and keep them as, you know, manageable as possible. Like you can see, I've had this pair, and I wear this pair, you know, quite a bit. But you can see that, you know, the creasing is kind of minimal. You know, it's not too crazy. I mean, it's definitely creased right there, but you know, it's not beat or anything like that. I like it to look like this. Like that's the form I like to let it look over time. So that's how I like to do it right there. But anyway, I think this pair is super clean. Resale is not too crazy on them right now. I want to say last time I looked, they were like $230, $240 maybe. But then you got to pay fees, and you got to pay, you know, extra fees and stuff like that, because that's like their asking price on StockX, and then you got to pay obviously like shipping, you know, and a fee. And I say when it's all said and done, you're probably paying close to $300 for this pair. I got this pair for retail, straight from Nike. I did not pay resale, and so I'm very excited to get this for the regular price that they came from Nike, and not have to pay retail on these. So I can't wait to put these on and wear these. This is gonna stay in the collection for a long time, and I'm just really happy with this pair. I know it reminds me of the Travis Scott. I know the Travis Scotts, and then they had the Mochas. I actually had the Mochas, and I actually sold that pair. I wish I would have held on to those just for comparison, but at the end of the day, I already had the black toe ones, and every time I looked down, it just reminded me like if I was wearing the black toe ones, and so I ended up getting rid of those. So, but kind of wish I would have held on to those, because that's such a good pair, and I could have compared them to this. A lot of people are calling these the Mochas, the Mocha 2s, and I see why. It could be like a Travis Scott or a Mocha, but it's a really good looking sneaker, and it's going to be a great sneaker for fall. You can wear this with a lot of different things, and so you can really dress it up, you can dress it down. But I think this is one of the best sneakers of 2023. You know, my personal opinion, I like the Jordan 3s, the Reimagines. I think, you know, I hadn't owned a pair of Jordan 3 white cements, so to get my hands on those, the Reimagines, was perfect, and so I would say that's number one for me. You know, but I would say this is a very close second or third. The UNCs were really awesome as well, and the black toe 1 lows were really awesome as well. So this is up there. This is definitely top 5 Jordan 2023, I would say. So what are your opinions? But go ahead and put them in the comment section below, and go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Help my channel grow. I keep trying to bring you that heat. I know I don't do every release, but you know, I try to get my hands on what I like and what I can buy. You know, obviously got to be very picky. You know, everybody knows what time it is, and so gotta watch your finances and stuff like that. But you know, at the same time, I love sneakers, and so I always want to still collect sneakers, and so just got to be a little more selective on what we're picking up this year. But I'm glad I got my hands on these. Everybody, thank you for checking out JR Sneaker Show. God bless you. I'm out.